Alright guys, we're right now is the Animal Kingdom, getting ready to go on safari.
With your hands, arms, feet and legs inside, and remember to watch your children.
Animal spotting guide there that'll help you identify some of the animals we see out there today. We're not going to see all of them, but hopefully most of them. It is very important that you do remain seated at all times. We are traveling over very rough terrain. That includes both when the vehicle is moving and when the vehicle is stopped. It is for your safety as well as the safety of those around you. Also, please keep your hands inside at all times. A lot of the bushes have very sharp thorns. Some of the animals have very sharp teeth. First part of the reserve that we are heading into here is called the Little Itchery Forest. Animals here in the forest are known for their natural colorings and markings, which help them to blend into the tree lines. And right over on the right there, that is the okapi. The okapi looks like it's related to zebra since it has those stripes there on its legs. However, it's not a zebra relative at all. It's the only living relative of the giraffe. Okapis are generally very reclusive. Because of that, they were not discovered by Westerners until 1901. Prior to that time, they were thought to be a mythical creature. Only the locals knew better, and they never told anyone. Now, if you can see the animal all the way to the very far left side over there, sort of hiding behind the bushes, it's a yellow-backed duiker. Primarily a nocturnal species, is probably finding a place to settle down for the day. That's somewhat out of our view. The duikers are the smallest of the forest antelopes. Watering holes are important gathering spots for animals. It looks like over on the far side of the watering hole is a black rhino. Black rhinos are generally solitary. Unfortunately, they are also very endangered. There are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world today, and those numbers are still dropping. That's primarily due to poaching for the horns, even though those horns are only made out of keratin. And keratin is the exact same thing as what your hair and fingernails are made out of, so technically it's not even a true horn. A couple different species right up ahead. First of all, the lighter colored one is a greater kudu. Those are female kudus there. I can tell that because they don't have any horns, whereas the males do. But also only females gather in small groups. The darker colored species there is the bongo. Now with bongos, both males and females have horns, which enable them to duck into some very thick, very tangled underbrush very quickly, without also entangling themselves. Bongos do generally stay in very dense vegetation where they blend in very well with their surroundings. Because they do blend in so well, they can be so difficult to see. They burn themselves, the nickname that goes with the forest.
It is so cool.
We're heading in the direction of the Safi River, so we'll go ahead and stop over here and see what's going on. Usually anywhere where there is a source of water is a good spot to look for animals.
Oh, here we go.
And quite a few hippos in the water right there. Hippos are amongst the largest and are the most dangerous animal in Africa. That's because they have incisors that reach lengths of 18 inches long. They will use those for defense. Hippos do generally stay submerged in water during the daytime. That's to keep them overheating. They are a nocturnal species, so nighttime is when they would also come out on the banks and graze. Those birds there in the middle are pink-backed pelicans. They're only pink during mating season, and they do nest in some rather large colonies, anywhere from about 20 pairs all the way up to about 500 pairs. Right over on the banks there, right beneath us is the Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile is the largest of the crocodilian species in Africa.
Holy cow.
They can reach lengths of up to 20 feet long. Quite a few crocs out on the banks, but there's also quite a few in the water. A lot of times when they are in the water, all you'll see at the surface is just the eyes and the nose sticking up. Please remain seated.